Teacher talking sports, what it does, what it do, how we live. And the New York Knicks are currently missing two key pieces. They are also, in all likelihood, their two best defensive players on the squad. OG Anunoby is out with what the team has been calling a sprained foot. Mitchell Robinson has not played all season as he has been recovering from ankle surgery. A Knicks injury update was provided on Saturday, and hopefully it shouldn't be much longer before both are again donning the New York jersey. So this was Charania yesterday. Of course, yesterday, the Knicks played the Boston Celtics on ABC. This was prior to the game. Charania speaking on air and providing an update on the Knicks' two injured players. Let's take a listen.
He's been out all season. He had off-season foot surgery. He is expected to start 5-on-5 play here very soon. And I'm told he and the Knicks have a goal of before March 1, potentially his season debut. And then OG Anunoby on the other side, he has been out since last Saturday with a foot injury. I'm told specifically it is a toe issue, and he's targeting a return at some point after the All-Star break. This is the Knicks and Anunoby looking at the calendar, seeing how close we are right now to the All-Star break, and seeing how they can use this time smartly and wisely. As far as my understanding is, it's more of an irritating injury, not something that's structurally wrong or serious. So look for OG Anunoby to be back sometime after the All-Star break.
So, yes, that was different than what we had previously heard. We've heard nothing about it being a toe injury, but according to Shams, that is the case. That's what he's been hearing, that it's a toe issue, and that he will be back sometime after the All-Star break. Not necessarily the clearest timetable. Will he be back right after the All-Star break? We'll see. And Mitchell Robinson, March 1st. There are a couple people, well, more than a couple. There are people on Twitter clowning him for saying March 1 instead of March 1st. I mean, to err is human. I mean, give the guy a break. But anyhow, so if that were the case, and let's say OG Anunoby was able to return right after the All-Star break. Again, that wasn't exactly made clear, but you see the Knicks just have two games prior to the All-Star break. Those are Tuesday, February 11th, at the Indiana Pacers, and Wednesday, February 12th at home against the Atlanta Hawks. They then return to action Thursday, February 20th at home against the Chicago Bulls. So could Anunoby be returning for that game? Now, meanwhile, he mentioned Mitchell Robinson, March 1st. So after those three games, the Knicks will still have four more prior to that March 1st date. You see February 21st at Cleveland, February 23rd at Boston, February 26th home against the 76ers, and February 28th at Memphis. Then March 2nd, they play at Miami. So 7 more games until the goal of Mitchell Robinson returning to the court at the beginning of March is reached. Now, 27-year-old Anunoby has been injury prone at times this year, but wasn't the case this year up until this recent injury. Appeared in each of the Knicks' first 49 games in 2024-25, an all-defensive second team member in 2022-23 with the Raptors. Anunoby was trending toward another all-defensive appearance. If he does return to the court soon, the opportunity is still there for him to reach 65 game minimum threshold to be eligible. And of course, we know head coach Tom Thibodeau always loves his rim protecting centers, which why the team not having Robinson has been huge. I mean, as good as Karl Anthony Towns has been, he's not providing the impact on defense that the 26-year-old Robinson can. Towns has often found himself in foul trouble, and Robinson is one of the league's best offensive rebounders and easily the team's best shot blocker. So we see last night, it was a real struggle. Knicks could have certainly used both players on Saturday, although the final result likely wouldn't have changed. For a second time this season, Celtics easily handled New York, you see, by a score of 131-104. Sometimes a team just doesn't match up well against another. It looks like the Knicks against Boston. Celtics connected on 19 three-pointers Saturday, made an NBA record tying 29 against New York in the season opener. The Knicks are dead last in three-point percentage allowed. So we do see that Ariel Hukporti, who is the team's backup center, with Mitchell Robinson out, and of course the team traded Jericho Sims, and now Precious Children's starting lineup with OG Anunoby out. Akporti did receive time. You wonder if that is a harbinger of things to come, because with the game mostly out of hand, Thibodeau actually used the lineup where he slid Towns over to power forward and playing him with center Ariel Hukporti. Can Towns continue to play the 4 once Robinson returns? Towns should be used to playing the 4 because he played there much of the previous season, 2 seasons for the Timberwolves after they traded for Rudy Gobert. But yes, Charania providing reports on when OG Anunoby and Mitchell Robinson can return. Let's see how accurate they prove to be. Knicks certainly could use both of them, have a full squad, and as bad as they've looked in both games against the Celtics, there's still time to improve on their flaws. Of course, the main one being three-point defense, where they've struggled all season long. Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.